guys? Welcome to a new series I'm doing. Did this one last year and did pretty well, so I figured I'd bring this one back. But basically, we're going to be looking at each team that was eliminated in from playoff contention in 24-25 season and see with us at the Reign how far maybe we could take this team if we can rebuild, maybe trade some players, make some key free agent signings, what have you. Can we turn this team around, or are they kind of beyond our help? But yeah, in this episode, we're going to be doing the Utah Jazz, one of the few teams in the NBA who has yet to win an NBA championship. So we're hoping that we could kind of get them on the right track. They came close a few times, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit hard. We're going to start from today, just because they're already out of the playoffs, and just kind of could see where this kind of season kind of finishes based on everything we know so far. And yeah, Utah Jazz, it was a little bit interesting at the time, I thought, when they traded away Donovan Mitchell and got all those pieces back. Um, I think Donovan Mitchell was on, I mean, he still is one of the best players in the NBA, in my opinion. We're going to do these custom draft classes as well. But as I was saying, Donovan Mitchell was one of the best players for the Jazz, really came out of nowhere. I just remember that playoff series he had against the Thunder when they upset them. It pretty much just took the team um, by control and won it. But like, I don't think there's a single player on this team that is still on the roster that was on the team then. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe Jordan Clarkson was on that team. I think he might be the most tenured Jazz player. Let me see. If I had to get, I think that is true. I think he is the most tenured Jazz player on this team. But like as you can see, it's a very young team. Keontae George, I think, has real upside potential. 21 years old. Clarkson, he's a vet, but he's on a fairly big contract. He might be a trade piece I use later. Markkanen, he had that one. I think he was an All Star. Yeah, let me just check. I think he did make an All Star. Yeah, okay. So he was most improved in 2023 and All Star 2023. So pretty solid. I know the Warriors were aggressively trying to trade for him. I mean, look at that, 25 points per game, 8 rebounds, great stats. But he's kind of maybe he's hit his peak. I don't know. It seems like it could just be the team's gotten better around him, so his numbers are dipping down a bit. He's playing less minutes too. That's something you should look at as well. But so right now, I'd say he's pretty much the star player. Collins is about the same age, huh? For some reason, I think Collins is being way older, but according to 2K, Collins is the best overall on this team. He's kind of had a little bit of resurgence with the Jazz, as you can see, from 21 points per game in 19 to 20 season. He went down with the Hawks, kind of upped it back up. So he's kind of found new life in his career. Walker Kessler, he's a great center, young still, only 23 years old. Look at the amount of rebounds he's getting this year, and to go with that, the blocks, good field goal percentage as well. I know the Lakers were aggressively trying to trade for him too. I don't know how he would have fit with the Lakers, but I think he's a good piece to have for this Jazz team. Sexton off the bench, he was a pretty high pick, 8 overall in 2018. Collier, don't know much about him. Late draft pick. I think they are a little guard heavy here, the Jazz, because I mean, the top 7 players getting minutes, 4 of them are guards. So I think that's something they'll maybe look at. Maybe try to increase our forward depth a little bit. Philip Kowski. Now this is a guy from Duke. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stories coming out of him or about him when he was drafted. People were saying like he was like uh, pretty much abducted by like Mormons. There's some weird story about that. Like his whole family was tweeting about it online. I haven't really read anything or heard much about that since, and it was interesting that he ended up on the Jazz as well. Um, just being in Utah, big Mormon population. But yeah, it was a little bit odd to see kind of how that came to fruition. But yeah, he's been okay, I guess. I can't even tell you his stats right now because 2K doesn't update that. But yeah, Bryce Sensabaugh, Svi, former Laker, right? Way back in the day, I think. Yep, played like a half season there. But yeah, and then Johnny Juzang, I think Gonzaga? No, UCLA. Okay. Yeah, so they got some younger pieces. Taylor Hendricks, he was looking like a real bright piece. He had a really terrible injury. So hopefully he comes back. I'm a fan of his. Just I'm a fan of pure defensive players, playing their heart out, and Hendricks is one of them. So I'm definitely excited to see how his career kind of turns out. He's only 21 years old. Um, but yeah, and then Cody Williams, a guy that they kind of drafted fairly high. Hasn't really played up to that numbers I'd like to see out of him. He's the brother of Jalen Williams on the Thunder, who's gone on to have a great career so far, starting for a Thunder offense that's just like unfathomably like insane by their pace. But yeah, that's the team we're working with, and I am a fan of Will Hardy. I like he's a young coach in this league. I appreciate he's kind of defensive minded, I would say. I think he's one of the great minds we'll see in the NBA for the next kind of like 20 years or so. I think he might be like the new Popovich, maybe not in terms of championships. You never know who the Jazz might end up picking up, but I'm very excited to see what kind of career he can have. And then sim point, yeah, let's change these points of emphasis real quick while we're here. Get shooters open. If Lauri Markkanen's our main guy, I'd like to play through star or neutral. I'll do neutral for now. Average tempo. I think that's fine. Offensive rebounding, limit transition. Um, I think we do some crash others get back. Protect the paint. We got Markkanen and Markkanen and I'm blanking on his name now. Guy from the Hawks. Collins, right. Okay, so yeah, we'll do protect the paint, conservative defense. I like to play physical defense usually, but the amount of we just don't have great defensive guards on this team. So I'll just do neutral. I'll do neutral, run transition, some crash, others run, just kind of keep it neutral throughout. But yeah, like George and Clarkson both being the starting guards here. Not really a big fan of that. And then I'm actually going to try to put Clarkson on the bench. We'll have it like that. I think that kind of works out for us. Clarkson, he was up for Sixth Man of the Year a couple years ago. He's averaging like 15 to 20 points per game, really 16 to 20. That's really great numbers. But again, his contract's a little high, 14 mil for an 80 overall. But yeah, we'll see how that kind of works out. So we're 15-53 right now, 60% chem, which is crazy because this team has been like together the whole season. It's a little bit odd to see them with that kind of chem. It should be at like 100, you'd think. Maybe just the losses are dwelling on them. But okay, so we are on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, as we're doing this sim. So yeah, we're gonna sim the rest of the season, and hopefully we get better draft pick. Taylor Hendricks is fully healed. We'll have CPU adjust, but I think in reality he's out for the year. So that might actually hurt our chances in the draft. I actually don't even know if we have our own draft pick. Odds are we do, just because we traded away Gobert, we traded away Conley, we traded away Mitchell. It'd be shocking if we didn't have our own picks. But okay, Jokic wins his fourth MVP. Unreal. Definitely in the cards. Castle, he's been the front runner for Rookie of the Year for the last month or so that stands true here. Wow, Scoot, six man. I did not see that coming. DPOY, Giannis, okay. I don't even think he's top two right now for odds for betting. Wow, most improved, Christian Brown. I'm a big fan of his, and that's awesome to see that. Don't know in reality if that's going to happen. And Trey wins your Clutch Player of the Year, Coach of the Year. Kenny Atkinson, I think that's deserving. Either him or Denault for the Thunder, I think, should win the award. But yeah, I think I think that makes the most sense. All right, so first team. I'm not going to go super in depth with this. You guys can check this out if you want. I'm just going to leave it up on the screen here for a bit. Defensive team, Dyson Daniels, definitely an up and comer. In terms of steals per game is insane. Rookie team, so we got Collier, first team all rookie. That's sweet, especially with the team that we've had. For us to get like any end of the season accolades is pretty cool. And so when it's all said and done, Just want to see standings, how we kind of match up. So yeah, bottom of the league, 1 game below the Wizards, 42 games back from the number one team. I mean, yeah, that's just insane. So we finished what, 20 and 62? Yeah, it's just a number you do not want to see. All right, so we're gonna sim the playoffs here. I'm gonna guess Thunder win the championship. Wow, they got upset. Wow, so Clippers took the Wolves to 7, but Wolves Knicks final. So Cat gets a little revenge game, and wow, he wins Finals MVP. I do not have that on my bingo sheet, but yeah, that'd be really interesting to see. Really pretty cool for the Knicks, but yeah, retirements. A lot of legends in this round. Chris Paul, LeBron. Um, Again, I don't see like most of these guys retiring anytime soon. But you know, that's just part of the sim. Something we can't really change here, and we're not going to make any new rule changes as well. Just kind of keep it as normal of a sim as we can. Hardy's got 1 year left. We're just going to keep that, and then NBA draft. So again, I have yet to pick, or I have yet to look at what pick we have. So let's see. So we, in theory, would have the first overall based on lottery, but we finished with the 5th. Okay. So Cooper Flag, Edgecombe, they're kind of the top guys. Yeah, so don't think those guys are really in the cards for us, frankly. Okay, so we got the 5th pick, and what else? That's pretty much it. 5th, 22. Let's see if we can kind of get rid of all those picks. Can we trade up with all that? Let's see. We get 6. That makes no sense. Trying to see. So no one's really offering us a chance to trade up at least. What if we did 5 and let's see, if we wanted like Cooper Flag, let's say, right? What if we traded let's try trading Clarkson. 15 mil and the 5th. Can we trade up at all? Yeah, no one's really offering us a pick, which is interesting. Alright, well it's Sexton. Yeah, it's weird that no one's even trying to give us like pick there. That's odd. Okay. So I mean they have us getting Kadeem Malwatch. I think that's how you pronounce it. Don't know, but he's a South Sudanese guy who played for Duke last year. He's on the Olympic team the year before. So I mean, if the mock is true, that would be a great pickup. And it looks like he is still available. That's good. But also Edgecombe. Edgecombe might be the guy we want. He had a great year at Baylor. And I think the Baylor Bears did make the tournament. It was just announced yesterday, so I'm not totally sure. But I mean, yeah, offense B minus, defense B plus. He's definitely a guy that has been consistently up there in terms of like top prospects for this class. I'm also wondering if we try to trade up again to take Malwatch. But I mean, we do got some depth. We got Filipkowski. I mean, we'd really just be trading it for another Duke center if we traded Filipkowski to try to get another top pick. Knipple is there as well from Duke as well. Yeah, I think we'd go Edgecombe here. I think that would be the smart pick just overall. 18 years old, C+. He's got a good wingspan, good perimeter defender. Would definitely up our defense. So, I mean, that's a great pick. He was able to fall to us at 5. And then let's see, we were picking 22 now. Let's see. I don't know any of these guys. Nolan Traore, I do know. He's a international prospect, and he's known for defense. So if we can maybe get him, that'd be interesting. And it's kind of low risk pick, late first. I think we go Nolan here. He's 19, one of the younger prospects still available. There's a C minus though grade. But yeah, we just took another guard. I know I said earlier we're guard heavy, but I'm gonna take Traore, and then we're gonna try to trade away some of these second round picks, maybe. Yeah, I really don't like taking second round picks, especially if it's just like a draft like this. Okay, cool. So we're done with our draft. I think we did pretty solid. And wait, I just want to see. So Cooper Flag went first. Got it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, Edgecombe 77. So he was the third, no, fourth highest touted prospect. So good value. And then let's see, Edgecombe at 22, 71. So pretty low grade, but he's, good potential there for sure. Okay, so rookie signing, we will sign both of them. Team player options, Collins will decline. Kessler accept. Sensabaugh and Hendricks. Okay. Looks good. Qualifying offers. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to take on any of these guys. Sorry to say. Okay, so cap, what are we looking at here? We've got 36 mil in cap hold, and we're negative in cap room. Okay, so yeah, we have way too many shooting guards. So actually, we're going to try to look to, part ways with some of these guys, I think. So Juzang and Springer. Let's see what we might be able to get for both of them. Wizards pick could be something. I'm not going to go totally for that yet. But I mean, these guys, we got young shooting guards already. These guys are kind of late round picks. So if we're able to kind of get two shooting guards for like maybe a solid small forward, that'd be great. I think we just do this Wizards picks. Yeah, that works for me. I think the value is kind of tilting in our favor for those picks, so I'm good with that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so right now, just trying to look at what we got. So we got young point guards for sure. Really young point guards. Jeez, okay. Sexton, Clarkson, Edgecombe, Markkanen, Sensabaugh, Svi. Svi might be another guy we try to trade. Kenyon Martin. Okay. Let's see what we can get for Svi, maybe. Okay. He's a guy who's really bounced around the league. It kind of sucks. We can get a first on the Mavs, or I like the Grizz first better. Yeah, we'll do that. We give up a second, but I'm okay with that. So yeah, we got Potter on the bird here. So we don't have Collins. So we'll try to bring him back just for now, maybe 30 for 4. Like that's pretty reasonable. So we really only need one more center. We could afford Boucher or Drummond. Wow, that's tripping me out actually. Boucher is older than Drummond. What? That's insane. Yeah, wow. Drummond has 5 years more in the NBA than Boucher. That's insane, bro. How is that even possible? That's crazy. What? I'm a big fan of Drummond. Even as old as he is now, he's one of the like top players in rebound percentage. But I think we go better value maybe in Boucher. He can shoot a bit better, so I'll try to sign him for that. I know a lot of these guys probably do not want to go to Utah, just a smaller market. It's just not as enticing, I'd say, as some of the other, bigger market teams. Okay, so Collins and Boucher, looks like we're going to be able to bring back them. We're going to renounce rights for those three and continue this sim here. Okay, so we bring in them. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. We are fully loaded, stacked up. Okay, so last year we got 20 wins, right? Not the best, not ideal. But I mean, as long as we're able to kind of improve this year, should be, going on the right track. Might tweak some things as well, just to see where we're kind of at in terms of like game plan. But so right now, it's literally the same starting 5 we saw last year, and then 10 deep. The only difference in here, really nothing. Boucher is really the only ad that we're bringing in that's cracked the top 10. Traore and Edgecombe are the next guys out. Wow, Clarkson, he really regressed. Okay, so yeah, that's the biggest shock. It's a good thing we picked a shooting guard then. But okay, so I think now, yeah, I think we just stick to the same game plan. Um, chemistry's at 47, so it dipped again, which is weird because we only really brought in one other guy through free agency. But yeah, we'll see how this team does. Okay, so Clippers big win against the Clips. We're 5-5 right now. Chem's getting up there. Once we get the Chem up to like 100% ish, at least over like 80, we'll see like fully how well this team can do. And yeah, basically the goal of this video, I haven't really explained that yet, is just to see how much of an improvement we can make. See if we can make the right moves to kind of turn this franchise around. And last year I kind of did 5-year sim to kind of see, if we're able to win a championship. This year I think I'm going to do more like 3 years, just because 5 years seemed a little long, especially in the NBA. Like NBA is so much turnaround than any other sport. So yeah, I'll do a 3-year sim here. So this is year one. So we'll see with the draft picks we made, any free agency signings we potentially make down the line, if we're really able to, get out of this West that's already loaded top to bottom. To see if we can really bring the city of Utah or the city of Salt Lake their first championship. So we're 18th in the power ranking right now, about 40 plus games in. So not great, but we're 10th in the conference. So that would put us in the play-in tournament. Just barely, though. Okay. I'm not really looking at these trades just because I feel like this team really just needs more time together. So we're at 100% chem right now, 26 and 24, over 500. Trade deadline is here. Okay, so midway through the season now, we should be starting to see where our 10 player deep lineups looking like. So Hendricks, 7th, Collier. So Clarkson's still down at the bottom. He might be a guy we trade because, I mean, how many games has he even played this year? So he's averaging 9, he's getting 14, 12 less minutes per game, and he's only played 20 games. So yeah, if he's getting paid 16 mil, I think we definitely trade him. Definitely for like a team that could maybe use his talent more. It sucks trading away your like most tenured player, but if he's literally not contributing to this team like I had hoped, it's just kind of it's a decision you kind of have to make. So Herb Jones, wow, I really like that pickup. I really like that one. PJ, Malik Monk, interesting. Buddy Hield, wow, 74. Ben Simmons, yeah, I think we do Herb Jones, and I'm going to try to tweak this. If we just load up second round picks for the Pelicans, are they going to be stingy or are they going to bite? Okay, they don't like that. Give you that last second, 4 seconds. Okay, so they really want it first, I guess. Can we protect? No, they're not letting me protect that pick. Late 2030, we'll give them, and then maybe some seconds. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, no. All right, second. There we go. So, I mean, that's a huge pickup. And with our team, let's see, he'd be our 6th man, I guess. Okay. The 7th man, really. And they have him playing power forward. I like him playing the small forward, I think. He's only 6'7". Yeah, I'm going to put him at small forward just because we got Hendricks already backing up Collins. So, yeah, we're going to move him to small forward. Okay. So, yeah, look at that. 87 overall he becomes. So he might actually bump Markkanen. So that's an interesting move there. So we're kind of loaded up on forwards here. But again, they're all going to get good minutes. Markkanen's more of a scorer. So I feel like he's also a catch and shoot kind of guy, right? So I feel like with that bench unit, he kind of works out a little bit more or a little bit better there. So that'll be interesting. Let's see. So we got power forward, or a small forward, point, power, center, and another center. So if only this Boucher was a shooting guard, if our 10th guy was a shooting guard, that would really kind of boost this team in terms of like just having a second unit that could just come in, relieve some minutes for our starters. But okay, I think that was a solid trade. I'm a big fan of Herb Jones, like I said before. So okay, 96% didn't take a huge dip. We gave away a late, like I mean, it's a first round pick, unprotected, but it's a few years kind of behind us. So I mean, it's not behind us, it's in front of us, but it's nothing we don't need to necessarily worry about now. So he's going to test free agency, it says, but that's 2 years down the road. So maybe he just doesn't like Utah. Who knows? But okay. So Sexton, we need to make a decision on. He's 19. He's making 19 now, and so if we want to extend him, it'd be like 2 more year thing we're looking at, or like 2 million less. Let's try to do 21.25, 2 years. That's fine. And then let's see, Sensabaugh, he's got a 1-1, so we don't need to do that just yet. And then he's looking at 21 as well. Okay. All right. So 30 and 31, we're 11th right now. So again, this West is just so stacked. It's very tough to get out and actually like make the plan. But yeah, I think definitely we've improved the roster from when we started. I think that's the key takeaway here. 16th in the power ranking, 11th in the conference rank. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough sledding. 37, 38, 37. I mean, so we've pretty much nearly doubled our win total from the year before. If we get to, yeah, we've already doubled it. 42 and 39. And I think we might have just squeaked in to get that playing game. But okay, Ant Edwards wins your MVP. That would be huge. Big fan of his as well. Harper, Rookie of the Year. James Harden on the Bucks. Damn. It looks like he signed as a free agent too. That would be, I don't know. That's a weird move by the Bucks, in my opinion. He shot 39% and he won six man. That seems crazy. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. That's back to back for him. Scoot, Most Improved. So he won six man last year. Now he wins Most Improved. Clutch, your Finals MVP from a year before. Cat. So Chris Finch wins Coach of the Year. Makes sense. He had the league's MVP. And Executive of the Year, Dallas Mavericks. This guy. But that's funny because yeah, the real one everyone hates right now. Okay, so do we have anyone make first, or any of the teams any accolades? Gonna guess no. Maybe someone on defensive team. Maybe not. Yeah, Walker Kessler, second team defense. That's awesome. Pretty much same amount of blocks he's been averaging for his career. Field goal percentage took a little dip. Rebounds took a dip. Points took a dip. He's playing like, wow, at least, yeah, he's playing 3 minutes less per game. So maybe that's all the difference. All right, rookie teams. So no one. Interesting. So, I mean, those are going to be guys that we're going to try to develop later. So we did make it. We're the 10th team. So we got like the hardest route to the playoffs. We got to win the next 2 games if we want any real chance here. And okay, so we are up 10. Big second half from us. And wow, able to take out the Suns, and they still got Booker and Durant and Beal. So that's a huge upset. And we kind of ran away with it. Okay, so next up we got the Grizz. Let's see, Grizzlies. This might be a little tougher. I'm liking our roster though. Big first quarter, 45 points in any quarter is a good outing. And yeah, we're gonna win this one pretty handedly as well. So I mean, yeah, lowest odds to make it, but we actually come up with the 8th seed, which is actually insane. We had the toughest path, but we were able to make it in. Yeah, our roster is really solid. Like, look at all the 85 overalls we got on our team. Top 6 players on our team are 85 plus. So that's awesome. And again, Traore and Edgecombe, they're really not getting much minutes. Like, he hasn't scored a point yet in the NBA for Traore. And Edgecombe's only getting, 9 minutes per game? Yeah, I mean, for a 5th overall pick, that's, like, unheard of, especially on this kind of team. Okay, so we'll sim the rest of the plan. So we're playing the Timberwolves first round. We're gonna sim game 1, and so they take that. Makes sense. Game 2, we steal one on the road. That's insane. All right, game 3 is in Salt Lake. See if we can win this one. We got a tight lead in the 4th, and ooh, they just stole it from us at the end there. So already we are way above expectations already. We doubled our win total from the year before. If we're able to, at least make it to the second round of the playoffs, that'd be huge. Never thought we'd make the playoffs in just like year 1 of the sim, and looks like we'll win this. Tie it up at 2 games apiece. All right, so game 5 is where are we? Game 5 is in Utah, right? No, we're back in Minnesota. That's right. Okay, so again, all these games have been really tight. All right, so 7 minutes ago, only down 4, definitely in range. All right, and we lose that one. So win or go home game for us. Let's see what we could do. So this is in Utah, so home court. Utah is one of the hardest places to play in the league, so people say. 5-point game with 7 minutes to go, and we lose by 7. But hey, we took number 1 seed to 6, not bad. Definitely have some upside here. So it looks like Spurs and Cavs meet in the finals. That'd be interesting. And Spurs win. So Wemby wins Finals MVP. I'm just saying, the fact that we took the Timberwolves to 6 and they were a team that made the conference finals, that's awesome, considering we were the 10th seed. So, I mean, another year with this team together, we got a young team. So the more we kind of just cohesively grow, I think, we definitely have a chance to maybe win a championship year 2 or year 3. But so Pop retires, goes out on top, wins what is it, 6th NBA finals. So that's crazy. Clay and Draymond retire. Yeah, we're going to skip that. All right. Draft, what was it looking like for us this year? So yeah, we have like no picks, in at least lottery picks, looks like. What picks do we have? Do we have no picks? Well, I'm not seeing us anywhere. Huh. So I guess we don't have any picks. We're gonna re-sign Hardy, unless he retired. There he is. Let's give him 875. He'll sign that. Cool. All right. So I was thinking we had no picks. Hey, we have no picks. Wow. Wait, who has our pick actually? Yeah, wait. I'm curious to see who actually has our pick. Doesn't say. Oops. Gunner Mock. Yeah, okay. So Jazz. Who has our pick? The Thunder have our pick. I have no idea what trade that could have been. Okay, we'll sim ahead. Okay. Team player options. Yeah, we'll bring them all back. Call fine. Yeah, we'll do that for Kessler. Moratorium. So we got Kenyon Martin. He's looking for about 10 a year. He's 25, 75 overall. I think we move on from him. Sorry to say. So we got Cody Whitmore. Kason Wallace would be dope to bring in. I think we need another vet, though, on this team. So Clarkson could bring him back. So Nikhil Alexander-Walker looks like the best system match. So we'll try to do that. 8 mil for 2. Power forward, let's see. Olynyk, Caleb Martin, center. We'll be bringing back Kessler. Goga, Jonas, Mo Wagner. All right, power forward. Damn, there isn't really many power forwards here that are really like speaking to me. Damn, like I kind of want, like all these guys are pretty much offensive. I would get Caleb Martin, but just because I usually switch him to small forward and his overall goes up. But if we can move, and then the top centers here aren't really power forwards. We'll try to get Mo Wagner. I think that move makes the most sense. Okay, so Mo Wagner, Capel, no, we don't need Kenyon. Nikhil, yeah, we'll try to bring them in. Don't know if we can. I think we can only afford one of them. Okay, so don't know why the game decided to do that, but okay, so we are going to move Mo to power forward. Okay. Alright, so wait, shooting guard. So yeah, we only have room for like one more player. So either shooting guard or a center, I guess. Oh no, we're good because Kessler's still on the bird here or on the cap hold. Okay, so we'll just wait on resign Kessler at this point. Okay, sim, make sure like we don't miss a team offering him. Bang. Okay, Kessler, 14 mil, that's fine. Okay, advance next season. So you're 20 plus game difference in our first year, and now we go into year 2. Definitely big upside. Okay. Just want to check out the roster here. We haven't really revisited potential trades. So Edgecombe has cracked the starting lineup here. That's the only change I'm seeing. Sexton, a little regression, it looks like. Traore, from 71 to 77, jump. That's crazy. And then, let's see. Edgecombe went from a 77 to 82. That's what you kind of want to see. Williams, he's not developing on the pace I'd like him to see, or I'd like to see from him. Okay, cool. So Traore, hoping he can maybe make it there. So you know what I'm going to do? It looks like right as of now, George is our biggest liability defensively. So I'm going to change the physical defense this year. And yeah, we're going to run this. Chemistry went from 44 to 100, like in an instant. Yeah, we're not going to make that trade. So, I mean, we went from, was it 20, we went 20 and 62, and then last year I think we won 41 games, 42 games. So I'm going to give our team the goal of, I want to see a 45 to 50 win season, just based on, kind of like a normal trajectory, guys like, developing more, what have you. Again, we're in a tough West, so it's going to be hard to get those amount of wins. But I mean, I was pleasantly surprised with us getting 41 or 42, whatever it was last year. So we're about 500 right now, which is fine. It's kind of where we were at last year. But yeah, we need to get to that 40 win mark. That'd be cool to see. I think if we're going to make any trades this year, it's just going to be maybe for Collins. I know he's like one of our better players right now, but I think he's the highest paid player who's a starter as of now. And I think, if anything, he's just going to regress because he's one of the older guys. Him or Markkanen. I feel like Markkanen's a little bit less just because he has the all-star. He's like less of a risk. So I feel like, yeah, I'm sorry, Collins is less of a risk to move just because he is older. Markkanen has he has an all-star under his belt, and it was in the last 5 years. So I feel like we'd stick to that. But okay, 1924, not where I wanted to see this team at this point. We're not even making the play-in as it stands now. We're a 12th seed. So, all right, 20 and 26. We got 99% chem. I might pull the trigger a little early here. Herb Jones is regressing. Relation is he's fed up. So we might actually have to move on from Jones if he's really not looking to stay. And wow, the Sixers are offering me Embiid. That's insane. We're actually getting pretty good trade options here. If I can get like a good power forward, maybe. Missy, Brown, Robinson Earl, Wendell Carter, all solid. Josh Hart, it's a little bit of an overpay. Nick Smith, wow, he's an 83. Wow. DeJounte, that'd be curious. Simmons, huh. Jared Allen, another interesting one. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's insane that they're offering me. Oh, Collins is hurt, broken hip. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we hold off here until Collins is at least healthy, and then we try to move Jones and Collins, depending on where we're sitting in the standings. All right, so power rank 12, conference rank 13. Not great. Wow, Amore Thompson, or Amen Thompson. That's interesting. But they want Traore. Okay. We might readdress that later. That's an interesting pickup, though. I do like that one. Thompson's just an absolute beast defensively, so that'd be interesting pickup. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna sim. Hopefully Collins is healthy. It sucks because this game they make you they don't let you trade people who are injured, which is not true in real life. Which I always thought that was a rule, but apparently it's not. Okay, so Keontae George, Collier, Traore, Sexton. Okay, so Markkanen's injured now. What has he got? Back bruise. Okay, so we're gonna look to move to Collins and Jones. Let's see what offers we can get back. Okay, so realistically here, what would I want? I'm actually not sure. I feel like it's one of those moves that, like, if you see it work, you'll know it makes the most sense. So Bam Adebayo, 51 mil is a lot. And Ware, Mark Williams, and Trey Murphy. So we get younger, which is good, but it's more overall money. Okay. McBride and OG. OG's interesting. Again, 42 mil is not small. Nas and Vanderbilt. Wow, Nas and the Lakers. That would actually be, I think, a good pickup for the Lakers. Easton and Claxton. None of these are really jumping off the page for me, I'll be honest. Thurin and Thompson. So that's the most enticing. That's the most enticing one. So 48 mil in all versus 46 and a half or so. And it's like 39 versus 36. Herb is 1 year left, and so is Thompson. I think I'd do this move because let's see, Duran's really only a center. Okay, maybe we'll think about that one. And then Dort and Hardenstein. That's a cheaper option. I feel like I'd be helping the Thunder out too much though, because like in these kind of trades with the West that's already so loaded, you really don't want to help out the you don't want to help out any teams in the West. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this one a little bit. So another guy on their team that I might want. Oh, interesting. So they got Mikal Bridges. Okay. And Cunningham. Okay. I feel like this trade makes the most amount of sense. These guys, big upside, solid overalls. Astor is a small forward. So you can back up at least Markkanen for now. Let's see. Can we maybe see if we just trade them like that straight up? What are they going to throw in? Memphis and Boucher. Let's see. What if I did seconds? You know, you got to try doing second round picks instead of firsts. They might bite. You never know. Brooklyn. And we get top 3 protected. Yeah, it's not really my jam. Sorry to say. We'll do future first again. We'll try that. And maybe we can get some seconds back. Try that. Really? No. Okay. A little bit shocked by that. They want to offer us feedback. Yeah, we're not going to take that. How about this? Boucher, and we get Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray is a power forward, center. So, I mean, it'd be power forward, small forward, center for pretty much the same thing. So, I mean, upgrade, downgrade, upgrade. We get 2 firsts, or we're sending 2 firsts. Utah. Yeah, fuck it. I like it. It's not bad. Okay, so blockbuster trade, I would say there. So Thompson's starting over, or right now, because Markkanen's injured. He's starting. Okay. Traore's 78. Cool. We didn't have to trade away our younger guys. That's huge. We trade away kind of most of our older players. So our top 10 is looking strong. Filipkowski's at an 81. Kessler off the bench. Okay. Duran, Murray. So Duran, he's 6'10". Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll try it out. Keep it going. 20 and 30 here. Made some good moves, I think. Again, we got younger overall. So I mean that's gonna help us out in the future. You know, I think Collins was just kind of like, I don't think the Jazz seriously consider Collins as like a long-term solution. I think he's more of like a guy to help develop the younger guys in real life. I think that's what that kind of signing was meant to be. Let's see. Deontay George. Okay, yeah, we'll re-sign him. And he's looking for a lot of money. That's crazy. We'll give him that, I guess. Sexton, it's another year out. Kessler's a no trade clause, really. Don't know how that happened. I swear this game just randomly gives them out. And can we do 2 years maybe? Let's just see where you're at then. Okay, cool. Alright. So we are 10th in the West, 28 and 32. Just beat the Celtics. That's a good win. And beat the Spurs. I feel like we're clicking at the right time right here. So my goal was 45 wins to 50. It's definitely in the cards. We're kind of strong. We're stringing good wins together here. And right now, we'd be avoiding the play-in. So that's huge. Because with 6 through, oh wait, I didn't even pay attention. So Wemby, MVP. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year. Jarris Walker, 6-man. Wemby, DPOY. Most Improved, Igor Demin. What? He's a made-up player. Ant Edwards, Clutch Player of the Year. Okay. Coach of the Year. Ty Lue on the Spurs. Wow. Never would have guessed he'd be the heir apparent, I guess, for Popovich's job. That's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so Utah. Anything for Utah? Anything for Utah? Sore, second team. So good pickup there. Kind of stole half of his stats though to make that, but wow, look, him and his brother. That's pretty dope, actually. Okay, so moving on. All rookie. We didn't have anyone. Okay. So yeah, we were able to avoid the play-in, so that's huge. We are playing the Timberwolves again though, which sucks. So Markkanen's actually coming off the bench here. Edgecombe, Thompson. I mean, dude, like, first impression here is we can run the court on anyone. I'm gonna see actually real quick. How are we balance wise? Okay, we got one too many small forwards. I'm gonna move Markkanen into power forward because I'd rather have him start over Murray, I think. So he's an 86 now. Okay. So with that, he starts. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. They're all hot right now. That's awesome. And okay, so Traore's still out of the mix, but 79 overall. That's great. You know, he's getting more minutes each year, just barely. But yeah, good trajectory. Hendricks, yeah, he's not. I thought he'd be a lot better at this point. Well, interesting. I'm curious. Edgecombe, how did you do? 16 points per game. That's a huge jump. Yeah, I'm proud of that for sure. Okay, So first round against Timberwolves. Let's see how we fare. First game on the road, second game on the road. Okay, down 2 games to none. So we took the Timberwolves to 6 games last year. So if we can do that this year, that'd be great. All right, so we're going to be down 3 games to none. Okay, NBA standings. Just want to see how much of a jump did we make this year. So 46. So definitely in that little range. I gave myself 45 to 50 wins. So that's awesome. It was enough to get the 5 seed. Last year we were technically 10, moved up to 8. But yeah, that's great. So again, we're improving steadily each year from 10 to 5. We moved up 5 spots. If we do that again, that would mean we're the 1 seed in the West next year. As simple as that. All right, but yeah, we're down 3 games to 1 here. You'd hate to see us get swept, especially at home. Let's see if we can get a 1-point win. So season's still alive for now. Game 5 in Minnesota. Start off pretty good. 5-point spread in the first. Again, we're up 7 here in the fourth. So hold on to that lead. Okay, they tied it 4 minutes ago. Up 2, up 1. All right, 105, 104. We got the ball. Nope. 107, 108, 109. And okay, we won game 5. So they won the first 3. We won the last 2. And yeah, let's see if we can force a game 7. It's at home for us, which is huge. Let's win one in front of our home fans, hopefully. It's tight one again. We're up 3, up 2, up 5. Okay, and we're able to tie it up, 3 games apiece. So again, we've improved from last year. Once again, we're able to prolong our season by 1 more game than the year before. Okay, we're down 16, not great going into halftime. See if we can win these last couple quarters. We're down 9 with under 5, down 6, down 3, 4, and yeah, 2-point loss. It's tough, but hey, we improved by 1 more game in the playoffs, and we had more wins in the regular season. So Raptors, wow, they won the NBA championship. Didn't see that one coming. But let's see, a lot of retirements. I'm seeing a lot of West team retirements. Thibodeau will retire. A lot of jersey retirements. Harden, Steph, and Durant. League meetings. Changing that. Okay. So lottery. So we got a lotto pick here. We got the Lakers pick, and that's just about it. So it's 14th, and that'll be where we're sitting. Let's see what else. We have the 21st pick as well. Staff signing. We still got Hardy. Yep. So yeah, this is last year of the sim, but again, we're improving each year. I feel like definitely these are the kind of moves you need to make if you really want to, push it to that next level or threshold. Let's see. Let's just see who's available to us here. Dylan Mingo, Abraham Juwan, Mocker, Bowl. Interesting. 7174. Yao Ming type ceiling. I think we have to pick him just for that alone. Interior Forcer. Okay. I mean, yeah, fuck it. We'll take him from Sudan. So we got, okay, so from Sudan, okay. Okay, sent to the next pick. It's a late 21st overall. Suns are giving us 2 picks. We'll take that all day long. Caden Allen. See, high flyer, 3-point shooter. Let's see if we just trade this pick away. Let's do that. Can we just get 2 unprotected, maybe? Let's do with the Mavs. That pick? No, really? Give you some seconds. Come on, really? Don't want that lottery protected, though. Give me that other seconds. Really, bro? Fuck it. Whatever. God, so stingy. some of these trades, man. All right, so we got a new center. We'll see how he kind of develops. I mean, our team's so young, though. That's the thing. The Jazz, I think, are definitely playing or making the right pickups. So Hendricks is a free agent, and Kessler. Kessler does not want to come back. Okay, so good thing we drafted a center then. Damn. I mean, we do have Duren as well. So Hendricks, we can't even afford. Wow. Okay. So wait, who's eating up all the cash on our team? That's what I want to know. Sensabaugh. It's a big overpay. I'm not gonna lie. I think we don't need Sensabaugh anymore because we have Thompson. Let's see. What can we do with Sensabaugh's contract? Simmons and Powell. Let's see. If we're losing a center, I mean, we gained a center though. Let's just get it for picks. Fuck it. And then we should be able to afford Hendricks now, I believe. Okay, cool. So, what else do we need here? Shooting guard. Let's see. So we got Capolds. Kessler doesn't want to come back, so we're renounced, I guess. Yeah. And then Keegan. Oh, Keegan's a free agent as well then. Okay. Can we even bring back Keegan? That's what I don't know. So Keegan Murray. Where is Keegan Murray? Okay. Okay, so we can't, yeah. Okay, so he must have signed like a 1-year deal with the Pistons, because that's why we can't afford him. Okay. That changes things a little bit. Yeah, we'll sign Caleb Martin. Try to at least. We're kind of good there. Fuck. What else might we need? JV? Yeah, let's just see. Let's see. Okay, so if we're bringing, we can't afford those guys. So Caleb and Hendricks. So I mean that would work in theory. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so now we'll move Martin to small forward. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're 1 player short. Yeah, I think, yeah, let's just go ahead with this. I don't think we really need to make any other trades here. I'm fine with where we're at here. Yeah. We have 14 guys. It gives us a little flexibility to trade for a player later. But yeah, so this is last year, the sim. So we improved our win total from each year. We've already doubled it. Yeah, more than doubled it, I'll say. Went from 20 wins to 40 something to 46. So that's awesome. It's hard to, kind of have those steady improvements each year. Oh, wait, let's see. So why are they only letting me offer 3 years? That's what I don't get. Why? Okay, we'll readdress that later. I don't know why the game does that, though. And I mean, 6 huge underpay we can do next year. But, so Edgecombe's our best player already. Wow. Keontae George, Thompson, Collier. So we got strong players here. We're really strong guys. Okay, I'm actually curious. Where did Kessler go? Watch him go to the Lakers. Player finder. Kessler. It's sad to see Kessler go. I do like him, but game. Wow, he went to the Nuggets. Okay, so he's backing up Jokic, I guess. Okay, so this team, we don't have Kessler. We got Duren though. I think that was a solid trade. Really worked out because we didn't think we'd be losing Kessler, but it worked out kind of to our favor. But yeah, so we'll see where we're at. I'm gonna say give us a goal of 45 wins. I don't think it'll be better than last year, just because it's hard to have that steady improvement year in and year out. I think we should make the playoffs based on the roster we have. Again, it's a small market team. I feel like we kind of played into that a bit. We don't really have like a big name star, which I think is really hard for teams to have in small markets unless you drafted them. I think Edgecombe can be that guy, but again, like I don't think like Durant or any of those kind of like type names will end up in Utah. It's just kind of the name of the game and like the name of the game in terms of like expansion teams. You know, like the Jazz are not one of the top cities. There's not a ton to do unless you're really into like skiboarding and snowboarding and what have you. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Utah has definitely made a name for themselves in terms of like a basketball town, and yeah, it's exciting to see them in the playoffs, especially like you just see like they're so intertwined with the fabric of the history of the NBA with Stockton and Malone. But again, I think things are a little bit different in modern age, modern era. But yeah, I think the good part is we're making these improvements year in and year out. You know, we're 10 games over 500 right now at this point in the year, so that's insane, especially for this team. I mean, this is what I think the Jazz can see themselves as being capable of, and I think that definitely can be the case too, as long as they like invest in young players that they have on the roster now. Because I mean, we've kept Collier, we kept Sexton, we're keeping Keontae and Markkanen, Hendricks, Filipkowski, Cody Williams. These are guys we haven't moved on from, and that's the real kind of bulk of this team, I would think. And it wasn't up to us. We would have kept Kessler, no question. But that trade for Duran made it a little bit harder. Yeah, like Duran, 89, 84, 86, 88, 89, great players on this team. 31-21 going into the trade deadline. Actually, wait, let's readdress this real quick. So if I'm trying to extend Sexton, okay, why is it that yeah, it makes no sense. So earlier it wouldn't even let me change how many years, but now it will. Is that like a rule? I don't think so. Pretty sure you can sign to as many years as you want. We're gonna do it's 29. Well, 2 years at just under 19. I feel like that's it's less money he's getting per year now. So I mean, yeah, I think that's smart. All right, power ranking 12th, but we're 7th in the West. It's fine. 31-26. So what does that mean? 33 and 27 contract extensions. Let's see. Markkanen going down. He's 84. Let's see. 2 years. 14. I'll do 1 year. 14. It's not for next year. It's the year after that. But yeah, I think he's regressing a bit for sure. He's 30. It makes sense. And he's bounced around teams for sure too. Because he was drafted by the Bulls, trade to the Cavs, trade to the Jazz. Yeah, so he's yet to really sign with a team in free agency so far. Okay, so 45 and 30. So 16 over 500 now. 5th in the power ranking. Let's see here real quick. But wait, what? So we've clinched the plan? At least clinched the plan? Is that what they're saying? Is that what they're telling me? Yeah, I guess so. That's a weird way to say that now. So we got about X amount of games left. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left. Really? It does not seem like that at all. Okay, 48, 49, 30. So, I mean, hey, we were able to win 50 games. So wow, Jokic's on the Warriors. Whoa, that's crazy. So Kessler's the guy in Denver, I guess. Tyler Hero, 6-man on the Cavs now. Wemby DPOY again. I've never heard of this guy. Barrett left the Raptors after winning a championship. He looks sick in the Bulls threads, though, not going to lie. Chauncey, Coach of the Year. That's crazy. That's cool. All right. So Cam Boozer, one of the new guys. Cooper Flag, one of the new guys. First team All NBA. Let's see. Advanced the second team. So no Utah. I'm not seeing any Utah. No Utah. So okay. So no Utah, but despite all that, we made the 5th seed, and we're playing OKC. So it's the first time we're seeing a new team in the playoffs. We had more wins this year, but it's not enough to change our seeding. So again, we're We do not have home court advantage, which sucks, but just how it is. And so we're going up against another kind of young team in the same shoes as we are, the Thunder. So it's just kind of our young guys trying to be better than their young guys. And they do have like that A type of guy on their team and SGA. So it'll be interesting to see how we stack up against them. So if we're able to get out of this first round, I think again that'd be like miracle. Um, okay, so we're tied up the series. It's coming back to Salt Lake. It's gonna be a tough environment. It's a bigger city than Oklahoma City for sure in terms of like people. I think pretty sure, 90%. All right, so we are gonna lose this game 3. Okay, so we've both stolen a game on the road. All right, game 4 at home. Need to win this one. Need to tie up the series because they have home court remaining. And yeah, we're gonna lose this one, barring an insane comeback. Yeah. Okay, so we're in the hole. 3-1, not what you want to see. Okay, up 1 after the first. Got the lead into the into the locker room. 6-point game 4 minutes ago, and 7. All right, so we win that one. Force that game 7. Okay, game 7, or force the game 6 rather. That's what I meant. All right, big lead here. Won the first 2 quarters. Okay, they're coming back. Jesus, how did they come back like that? Guys, we gotta wake up. We have 10 points this whole quarter. Down 9. Yeah, it's over. That sucks. So, I mean, hey, that's the end of this season. Let's see, Thunder, how did they do? They made the finals, lost in the finals. But, all right, so, I mean, I'm going to call here, but I mean, like, based on this team, right, we didn't make it out of the first round, but we're improving our win total year in, year out. Will Hardy is our guy in charge. We dealt with some injuries, it looks like here. Yeah, Keontae George was out. So, I mean, like, barring a visit from the injury bug, like, look at the players we got on this team. We made some trades, so I'm going to disregard Edgecombe and Thompson and Duran. But, like, Collier, 85 overall, that's crazy, especially for where you guys picked him, 29, right? You got Markkanen, he's regressing a bit, but he's still an 84 overall. So he might have been a guy, like, if I went 1 year or 2 more years down the road, he's definitely the kind of guy you'd think, like, hey, you might want to trade him just to kind of get ahead of his regression. Sexton, still solid numbers. He's kind of playing as like a backup shooting guard, kind of filling that role that Clarkson has for the Jazz now. He's kind of stepped into that. He's shooting a lot worse in the playoffs, at least just this year. But, I mean, he's shooting better from when we started this sim. Filipkowski's turned into like a solid backup center. Shooting pretty solid. I like to see him, more in the paint more. You can kind of see he's a little bit further out. I mean, 6'11", 250 with that kind of frame. You'd like to see him a little closer to the paint. But, I mean, he's a shooter. Hendricks, he's a guy I think 2K doesn't have his progression correct. I think he's definitely not going to be an 81 3 years down the line. I think he's going to be more like a 83 at the low end, maybe an 85, I would say, just as like, because he's like a pure defender. He's just a solid player. And then again, Cody Williams is an 80 now. I think, I think his regression so far in the league kind of reflects him being an 83 years down the line. But he's supposed to be like a defensively versatile forward. And then we got some new pickups, Traore, Martin. Yeah, and then Keontae, let's see, his stats. So we started here. Start here. So, I mean, he's going up to 18 points per game. He's shooting a better clip, pretty much improving every year. So, yeah, I think that he's definitely capable of that. He's more of like a pure shooter. He's not really known for defense. So, I mean, I could see him kind of becoming like a Dame Lillard type, especially with like average kind of production for a point guard and assists per game. I could kind of see him becoming that kind of guy for the Jazz. He's kind of has that similar frame too. Lillard has a bigger upper body, more frame in the upper body, but yeah, I mean George is still young. I think he could grow into that. But yeah, I think this Jazz team's definitely got potential. Again, might not always work out this way just because they are a smaller market team. But I do like their odds going forward. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me in this one. Definitely, I could see the Jazz carving out some wins, especially with like having like some lower end draft picks um, down the line. Like in our first year of the sim, we made the playoffs, right? If that didn't happen and they had like a top like 5 pick or something like that, imagine like that would have been huge for us in like a total rebuild. But yeah, we could have made some more trades for sure, but I think we did solid. Definitely proved that this team has some growing up to do, just in terms of it being a young team. Don't mean that as a slight by any means, but yeah, I'm excited for the Jazz. I've always been a fan, just kind of watching them. Not like they're my team, but like when Mitchell was there, I really liked that team with Joe Ingles and um, Mike Conley and Gobert. I appreciated at the time, but yeah, so that's gonna do it for me. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I'm gonna be doing it on each team that's been eliminated from the playoffs, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.